I'm Nicholas Balsi here at Georgetown University, where I caught up with Ben Rhodes, former Deputy National Security Advisor to President Obama. We discussed the Russia investigation and the final Mueller report. DOJ is going to investigate, they're already investigating the origins of the Russia probe during the Obama years. Do you think they're going to find anything?
No.
No. With their investigation?
No. Look, I can't be clear enough about this. We didn't even know that there was an FBI investigation of Trump. I didn't. President Obama didn't. We actually abided by the firewalls between. If there were any investigations that took place, those decisions were made in the Justice Department, in the FBI, not in the White House. They will find nothing that suggests that there was any political or White House involvement in any of that. Literally, I learned about the FBI investigation into Trump as a private citizen in the freaking Washington Post. This, you have to understand that we actually abided by the long-standing practice of the White House not getting involved in that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. The Republicans on the Hill seem to be focusing on the dossier. And
we had nothing to do with that.
Yeah. So you never had seen it when you were in the White House?
I saw it. I heard about it at the very end when in January of 2017. We weren't involved in commissioning the dossier. That's crazy. We learned about it when it was in the report that was. That it was appended to the report that went to Congress at the end of the administration.
Yeah, the Republicans are saying it was likely circulating in the government through the White House, and that they're going to look into that specifically. The dossier circulating.
I have been investigated by these committees, and I'm telling you, they didn't find it. We had nothing to do with the dossier. I mean, literally. Nothing to do with this dossier.
When you had seen it, did you believe anything that was in it, and do you think the FBI should have taken it seriously?
Look, I'm not an investigator. I haven't even read this whole dossier. You guys are all fixated on this. Have fun, have your witch hunt. We did not initiate this. We did not. You know this to be true, so I don't know why you're asking me these questions.
I'm only asking you because the president's focusing on it, and we're covering it, in the media, and he keeps talking about now he's going to,
The president lies relentlessly every day, so I don't think you need to chase down every lie he tells, but have at it.
Yeah, and then there's the other side too, right? I mean, that if he focuses on payback for what he perceives as his enemies in the government and in the deep state, then that is going to backfire possibly on him by prolonging this entire process. So we'll see what happens. What do you think?
I think people can read a report that is exhaustively prepared by a Republican, Bob Mueller, appointed by a Republican president, George Bush, as the director of the FBI, that details exhaustively contacts between President Trump's campaign and associates and a hostile foreign power in order to try to cheat to get elected president of the United States and to repeatedly try to obstruct justice and cover it up. And if that doesn't concern you as an American, if you are somehow okay with people thinking that they should benefit from or potentially help a foreign adversary intervene in our democracy, and if you're so wedded to your own partisan agenda that you're going to engage in kind of stupid, pointless whataboutism that says that somehow the fact that the FBI decided to investigate this is equal to the underlying crimes and unethical and unpatriotic efforts of working with Russia to intervene in our democracy, if you can draw an equivalence, I feel sorry for you if you can draw that equivalence. To what end is this? We're going to attack law enforcement we know from the Mueller report that the initiation of the investigations came from not the dossier, but from the contacts that George Papadopoulos had in London, right? So the whole origin of this stupid conspiracy theory has been disproven by exhaustive work. So to me, the whole thing is a waste of time. But to be clear, like, I know this because I read the newspaper. I have no unique insight into this from my government service. I learned about this like everybody else did.
And the last one for you, Senator Warren, a lot of other presidential candidates are starting to say that the conduct of the president shown in the final Mueller report is a basis for impeachment. What do you think? Is it?
I mean, it is potentially, yeah. But I mean, you can listen to my podcast to find out what I think about that.
Thank you so much, Ben. Reporting in Washington, I'm Nicholas Balassi.